the conclusion. This is part 15 of the Eternity War. I just want to say before I start, I enjoyed this. I got a bit bored because I know where this is going, and I'm like, oh God, let's get to the end. Let's get to the end. Let's get to the end. So we started off. I want to try to get a playlist together. We started off with Tales of the Realm, a whole other universe where Keldor had stayed for a while, and then we followed Keldor up until the Council of Elders, and then He-Man's story, and onward through the Injustice, and then the DC Comics. It's been a blast. It's a better thing to read it than it is to talk about this. Honestly, the best experience you can get is to read it. Um, but I'm going to try not to be bored. I don't think I'm going to be bored, but I'm going to try to get to the end of this. So this is part 15, Facing the Future. He's now at a better point. He's no longer. He's at. This is like the final form of He-Man, isn't it? Um, it was the future. And after there's a great war, he would lead my friends, and they would fight beside me, each wielding a power greater than they had known before. This feels familiar, doesn't it? It feels almost like the cartoon that we're seeing now. Guardian Knights, Warriors of a Renewed Eternia, Masters of the Universe Reborn. This almost looks like the 2021 He-Man, like just in the way it's presented. It was a good dream, but just a dream. And yeah, if you're not reminded of that new cartoon, I don't know what to tell you, but this is kind of like that. There's Castle Grayskull floating up in the sky. There's Cringer. There's Adam. Zodak is a friend. The universe is no longer going to end. Skeletor is trying to murder you, or murder life. You were trying to stop death. There will always be death, but thanks to you, life survives to balance it forevermore. You change destiny. A lot of yakety about the universe. Look to Castle Grayskull. It's always been more than just power. We get some insight about this. For Skeletor, it has represented legitimacy. For She-Ra, it is about redemption. You must decide what it means for you. There's refugees arrive, survivors from the war and the trials of Hordak's occupation. Everyone who could survive are coming to Castle Grayskull. You can see everyone here. There's some more menders. Hey, you found Luki. Do you remember today's lesson? Always keep reading. That's today's lesson. Thanks for finding Luki. So is everyone's here. And we got more things. This is what Teela's doing. So Teela's back. Man-at-Arms brought back Teela. She's no longer the goddess of Serpos. Eternia is the first planet of creation, the mother of all that came after, all the primal powers. Is that where He-Man made his sword? Yes, and where my sword is forged as well. The swords are how we summon the power of Grayskull. Look at She-Ra. The boys and girls are happy to see She-Ra. It's always a fun time. It's great. It's great. We got She-Ra. We got Teela. What a great time this is. This is a time of peace. So the boys and the girls, this is the way it is. The boys and girls, they want to know what She-Ra is all about. It's just, this is their teachers. I gained you and Adam. I gained everything. It really is relief just to see how far Adora has come. She's no longer Despera. It wasn't so long ago that Despera was trying to kill everybody, and now she doesn't. She's representing peace. All this fighting and all this senseless fighting, and it's led to this point of, hey, let's just be friends. The scars of the fright zones blight the planet. Soil is sterile, cities decimated. How can we make the planet live, my lord? So remember, he's the king now. The central point is the castle. Imagine a network of pylons linking every mountain, city, and field. Once activated, it will draw power from the castle. It will supply homes and towns that allow us to rebuild. This chamber will be the nexus. But if the power of Grayskull is scattered, how can we protect it? We protect it by sharing it. King Grayskull had the best of intentions when he sealed the power away, but the war showed us that power placed in the sole care of any man, even me, may not be the best for all. If they don't fucking have this kind of resolution in Revelations Part 2, fuck off. Like, no, this is what you gotta get to, Kevin Smith and everybody else. We all resonate with the primal powers, each in our own way. Some people resonate so strongly they have the potential to become masters of the universe. How do we find these masters? What do we do about this? And so it's nice to see people have survived like Stratos. They will find us. He'll need Shira's help, but she cannot stay. Hordak is dead, and Etheria is freed, but I must return and take care of the people, both living and dead. You save the dead from Skeletor, and return their souls to the peace of the universe, but Despera's victims are still in pain. I've dreamed of a castle that's on Etheria to bring the souls of my victims to the castle's light of hope. He replaces here, so she's going to Etheria, but he must stay on Eternia with Teela. Go to her. I will return, brother, but this is only a goodbye for now. On Eternia, we don't say goodbye, but we say, what do we say? Of course, good journey. Good morrow, good journey, I guess. That's the last time we see She-Ra, because she has her own. That's Swiftwind's final form. It's a great form. That is who she is. So I've shown this before, and she's working on something that her dad did, and she misses her father. Her father gave his life to save her. But now she's at peace, and you are not at peace. I can't be. I feel the deaths of all the snake men. It will fade with time. And it is sad. The snake men didn't get to live. I guess I don't think people could have lived with that. I don't want to release this pain. I want to do something. Your whole life you try to live up to things. I'm sorry, people who are fans of Andra and Teela. Sorry, this is not going to happen. Your father's ideal is your mother's, the captain of the guard, then the sorceress. You get to choose who you should be. It's your future. And he just wants to be part of it. The castle will be at the center. It needs you to be its heart. So there's no pressure. And of course, what happens? Yeah, they get married. So a present moment, a lasting kiss. I would mold this moment and live in it forever. But the past is never finished with us. This is exactly what everybody would want to see after. And there's Battle Cat there. There's Fisto. There's Stratos and Mechaneca. Everybody's here. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe a man-at-arms robot. This is exactly what needed to happen, and we can live with. There's Anwak Gar. Pitiless trials I have undertaken, bearing these remains from the field of war. So of course she still has the power of Horakoth. She's still a sorceress. She is the only sorceress left. Isn't that scary? And the everlasting pool of her blood there to bathe them in its power. So remember that the mother, the witch, Saren, was the mother of Keldor. The long rituals are now complete from the blood, and may he be healed and reborn. And there is Keldor, glorious. This will do nicely. What luck, it's, I like this. The future is full of surprises. So there is Keldor. What will Keldor do? It's hard to say, but evil never truly dies. But we will stand as defenders of all life. And you can hear the clanging of a sword. And clang, dang, dang. So everybody's like kind of standing around. You see all kinds of people buzz off. You see Fisto, and you see the armory. For we are masters of the universe. That's right. So there is Adam. Because remember, he's going to share the power, right? He's not going to just sit back. There's his old armor. It's really about what he does from now on, what the future is. And if you think of the 2021 cartoon, that's what it's about. Not bad. Ah, there you are. Welcome. I've been expecting you. Are you ready? You have the power.